Okay. Okay. We can do this. Oh my god! Alright, let's see how many people come back in. Had a minor issue. Minor issue. Not too much an issue.
I can't see you now. I mean, you got
hold on a sec. Hold a sec. Tuning everything back and it takes
yeah.
few seconds.
I see a gray screen. Yeah.
Why can't I even find this? Hold on, this one. Okay, here we go. We are back. So what happened is I don't know what happened. Literally, the internet just died. I think YouTube tried to kick me off. YouTube tried to kick me off. So I don't even know if the chat can come back up or not. We'll see. If I reset this, see if that.
No, you're not showing up on the screen. I got a gray
I know.
screen,
Hold on. One second. One moment. One thing at a time. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are back. Anyways, so I don't know what happened. So it was just while I was streaming, and all of a sudden the internet just died. It shows me no internet, and that particular one that we were on just before literally disappeared on the surface of YouTube. I'm not even kidding. It just wasn't there. So yeah. Anyways, while the internet was down, and I was feeling, my coffee. So now this is the complete version of Americano. You can see the top layer is just really oily and shiny. And that's what you want in a good coffee. Americano.
Looks wet. Looks really wet. Yeah.
Well, if you want a dry one, I got some dry coffee pot right here. But yeah, the white coffee is right here. They're very pungent, very nice. And it's very deep in flavor. It's very good. So, next, the most important part that you guys really care about, the ear of the ox. I finally received it. So, I'm going to open it right now. Like I say, this is box number 7,762 out of 13,700. I don't know what they came out with that number. Let's make 13,700 box of cigars. Like, yeah. How did they came out with that number? I don't know.
It's a really cool box, but $360. I mean,
So, yeah, when I got it, they already ripped it. This like, oh, seal carefully by Davidoff kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna see if we're missing some cigars. If it does, it's not my fault. So inside, again, very typical fashion of all the year of the series, had this little white thingy. And here's the box. Okay, and then we get this box out, which is weirdly shaped. I think they try to get that, ox horn shape to the bottom. I think that was the main point of it. That's why they make it like this. Hold on, I can't even get this back. So I can put this back later. It's probably gonna sit there forever until I decide to smoke it. So yeah, you get this square top, or rectangle top, and then you get a swoosh. Almost like, I think they try to get that feel of like, like an ox horn or something like that. And I know you guys are thinking, it's like, why isn't a bull? Why isn't a buffalo? Buffalo might be cooler, has wings, or, whatever you want to call it. But in the story of the Zodiac, it was the ox. Even if you think about it, if it's buffalo, it would never get to the end of the race. It would never get to the end of the race. It would be too slow. Buffalo would be like, not going anywhere, right? If you think about it, the story is that it was all the animals in the race. And the rat was first because the rat literally went through the race on top of the ox. And when it finally reached the end of that race, the finish line, the rat jumped off. That's why it was number one. All right? And because the rat didn't wake the cat up, that's why the cat hates rat. Okay? This is why every time a cat sees a rat, they have to eat. Alright, I guess we're a good one. It's still early, pretty sure by then it will be banned. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. In a typical. Say what?
I must have missed the first half of that story.
Well, the story is basically a god wanted to pick 12 zodiac, represent all the animals. represent each one month of the year. And then they proposed a race. At the time, rat and mice, rat and cat are two really good friends, right? It's really good friends. And cat is like, I really want to go to the race. We'll go together with the rat. And the rat's like, yeah, I'll make sure to wake you up. When the time is, I'll tell you everything about it. The rat ended up didn't. That's why cat is nowhere to be found, not even in the race. So, but if you really think about it, tiger was in the race, or tiger was kind of like feline, so it's technically in there. So, right. All right. So, this box has a little bit of texture to it. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's a little like round texture. Let me see if I can see that in the bottom. There's some texture to it, and that's through the entire box. A little bit texture, very Asian, I guess. Open out the box. Typical fashion again. Top red. This is just like a little bit of texture paper, and then you get this again. Two-sided card. One side is in Chinese, the other side is in English. Basically says, a fine cigar is the perfect accompaniment to the thought of aficionados born in the year of ox. For the ox likes to reflect, ruminate, and make decisions at his own pace. But once the ox sets a course of action, he will see it through, step by step, always moving forward. The ox is diligent, patient, and determined. The ox plows through his own furrow and is never diverted from his course. Now, all of this thing sounds super cool, but if anybody ever watched Senseiya, which talks about the 12 zodiacs, the ox is not like this. Some see stubborn creatures, some oversee the strength or purpose, and it is the strength which the source of reassurance for those who knows and love ox. They welcome the comfort and security which ox provide. They know that they can rely on its honesty and hard work and sheer force that will make things happen. Okay, I'm not too sure. I mean, being Chinese, reading this kind of stuff is like... So, yeah. Not that you ever know, the ox knows not bellow about his achievements. He will take quiet pride in his success, reach into elegant box and lighting the celebratory cigar, happy to stay out of the spotlight, happy to have everything in order, happy to toil, then taste the success. Is it stubbornness or is it strength that makes the ox special? Both. As we know well, it's all in the blend. Cheesy. Very, very cheesy. Alright? Very, very cheesy. Alright, anyways, let's go and look at the cigar. Not sure if that's a sneeze, so bless you.
No, that was just to clear my throat.
So this is a gigantic cigar. This is a Gordo. 6 by... Let me see.
60.
6 by 60?
6 by 60. Yeah, 6 by 60.
6 by 60 Gigantor. Very big.
Believe me, did you?
Well, we didn't say on top of it, so I'm just gonna trust you. All right. Looks actually, in a way, more shiny and more noticeable than the year of the pagan year, because the previous years this was red. Now
that's
they put
the
white.
cellophane, dude. That's the cellophane.
The top band used to be red for the year of, because they look different, and this one I don't know why they make it back to the gold and white band. So yeah, let's light one up and smoke this thing. This thing is gonna take all night.
The shiny is the cellophane. Yeah?
I'm not even talking about the shine, I'm talking about the color. Do you not listen, James? Do you not listen? Hey, John Corona. John Corona G. I think John Corona changed his name a few times, so I can't really tell which one is what. But, you know, still welcome. I'm going to put this back in the box because I won't have to take it out again anytime soon. Some cigar like this big, I usually don't smoke a lot. I can't. It's just too much commitment to it. Too much commitment, right? You need the heart of an ox to smoke through this thing.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Take it out. Oh. Okay, cedary, kind of sweet, very leathery. Oh, pepper. There's pepper. Just for smelling the wrapper of it. It's pepper in my nose. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, that stings. Pepper. And a little bit sweet. A little bit sweet. In terms of the cut and pack, I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, it
looks round.
What you see the tip? It's kind of like not really cut like straight. I don't know. But we'll see, right? We'll see. You know, COVID-19, everything rushed through. Is it good? I don't know. Cut. Abika. All right, semi. Little bit tighter than I like in terms of draw, but we'll see. Oh, pepper. Lighter. There you go. Ah. Hopefully that didn't burn through my pants. What? Alright, so let's do this. Big cigar,
Joseph,
right?
you look bored.
Huh?
Joseph looks bored.
Who? Joseph?
Joseph looks
yeah, he's
bored
quiet.
as hell.
He's quiet. He's quiet. But, you know, as people jump in, then we'll see. Oh my god. It's no joke, this cigar. This cigar is one of those mob boss size. It's huge. It's a huge cigar. Good thing I have some sweet drinks on the side later, because I think I'm just gonna need a puke bucket after this. This looks intensive. This look fearsome. This is scary.
That's why Jeff and I just left the year of the ox alone. I said I don't really need a 6x6.
That's a huge cigar.
Yeah.
In terms of flavor,
it's like an inch, man.
Yeah, it does feel like an inch. It's huge. It's huge.
It feels.
It's almost there.
It feels like an inch.
It's almost there.
Feels like an inch in your mouth.
Not what? Hey, come on. Beginning of the show, we're not there yet. Save it for later. All right, save it for later. Jeez.
I'm talking about a cigar, man.
So the flavor, woodsy, cedar, the pepper. The pepper is not that pronounced, but you can taste the flavor of pepper. A little bit of tingliness. Hey, Samuel. And there's a little bit of sweetness going on. Let's turn that down just a little bit. It's going crazy.
Just wondering that Albert's not on today.
Yeah, I mean, probably something to do.
Yeah, they're all quarantined right now because his daughter got COVID. So.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that. Wow.
Since they all in the same house, so they got all quarantined.
So it's got a lot of mineral. This thing has got a lot of mineral. It tastes it's got that earthy mineral like base to it. So you'll taste a little bit of bitterness, but then that wears away into a sweetness. But overall, this thing has majority of the taste, majority of the flavor, majority of the notes are a woodsy note, like a cedar spill kind of taste. Yeah, like a cedar spill kind of taste. So we'll see how that one goes as it continues. because this will probably just take that entire 2 hours to go smoke. So again, that's how it looks like.
I never chewed on a cedar spill, so.
You can smell a cedar spill.
Yep.
You know,
Smells like cedar.
taste. You don't have to actually taste something to know a taste. Sometimes you see a picture, like when you see a picture of, I don't know, a Twinkie, you can imagine how it tastes, and you will know how it tastes. Like, you know, a lot of people can kind of imagine based on what they see how it will have taste like. So a lot of time, you know, you see a cedar, you smell the cedar, you can kind of imagine what a cedar would taste like, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, coffee overall,
Woodsy.
in comparison to last time, I don't know if you guys can see like the depth of this color compared to last time. This is just really shiny coffee, and then just it's really hard to see through. Like, you can't really see through. This is a coffee.
Isn't it supposed to be espresso?
It's an espresso at hot water, which become Americano, which is pretty much how the rest of the world drinks coffee. Yeah. So, you know, the difference is this actually only have the essence of what the coffee bean has to offer, and you add hot water to kind of dilute it into a drinkable level.
I thought you was going to use that espresso machine to make like little cups of espresso.
You can. I literally show everybody at first how that would look like. It was very creamy, crema on top, really nice. So, and then once
But
you
you
add
drink
water,
it?
huh?
But you drink it real quick or what?
No, I added water to make Americano. It's this cup. I added water to get Americano.
You water down your espresso.
No, because this is not it's not espresso brew. I mean, you don't really want to drink this as espresso. This is not espresso bean or roast. Has different kind of flavor.
I'm confused.
So you can take any coffee bean to make a shot of espresso, but there are certain roasts that's roast specifically to drink as a straight espresso, right? They are more acidic. They are more sweeter in the back end. So if you use any other beans to do it, if you don't water it down to become Americano, it's actually very bitter. It's hard to tell. Like, I drink a cup today when I was testing the amount that would be needed for this particular bean. Every bean will be different in terms of how much you need to pack the little pancake thing. So I had to test it out. Once I test it out, I get a few sip of it. You know, it's really pungent. It's really you can taste that earthiness, the mineral, and almost fruity a little bit to it. But you know, since we are talking about cigar, and you know, I'm not looking to get like super high after a few minutes, so I dilute it down to Americano so I can drink it for the rest of the night.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So I see Joseph, because he's indoor, he's not smoking anything. Oh, he is.
Yeah,
What is he smoking? Like, here, see, he's smoking a crema. He's smoking a crema. All right, James. Now, as an OG, you need to show him. Come on, how it's done. Smoking inside your office.
Yeah. Yeah. Piss my wife off, right?
Real man's not afraid of that. Come on, let's go. No excuse, right?
There's not a man alive that's not afraid of his wife.
All right, I'll give you that. I'll give you that one. I'm not gonna argue with that one. All right, there's only a lenient wife that can tolerate you, or one that cannot. That's all. You know, there's no wife that's afraid of you. No.
No.
So
guys know there's only one woman probably that's ever going to put up with you, so you don't want to fuck that up.
So I'd like to know what people in the chat room is smoking. I did see someone said that EP Carrero, Encore Majestico. That sounds weird, right, when I read it that way. And what else? What else are you guys smoking? It's got a little bit of like herbal spice in here too. You get almost like a pack of herbal spices somewhere in here in the cigar. Hello, Michael.
What up?
You look cold.
It's like 50 degrees. So yeah.
Yeah, what's up, Michael?
50? It's 40 here.
Yeah, but I'm a desert person.
It's gonna be under 30 here, so.
That is true.
You guys are
Whoa.
talking about
We're going
inches,
outside.
so I'm gonna have an inch right now.
Oh yeah, here we go. Join me with the bucket.
See,
That's right.
Oh, Sherry's smoking a CAO spot plug. That one is a pretty heavy one too.
That's the perfect size for that blend, though, in my opinion.
Okay.
Because the 660 is like too much.
Well, this is
Yeah.
a 660.
Well, I mean, in that CAO,
yeah,
like
that's
the
the guy's
flathead blends.
intense. That's the guy's
Yeah.
intense. So, yeah, what do you think? What do you think about this cigar? Is it worth $36 plus tax?
I'm gonna say no.
no.
The design.
I know the wrapper's really pretty. I mean, it's kind of oily looking. It's got a little sheen on it.
The band is shiny too. The band is actually very shiny.
So, I mean, how was the flavor though? Do you think the flavor warrants the $30-some?
The flavor is very woodsy in a way. Hey, Albert. I hope your families are okay. I just heard from James.
Yeah, we're still working it out.
Okay, cool. All right, let's put that on the side so you don't have to think about it, Just enjoy a cigar. So, yeah, in terms of... Hey, Espinosa. In terms of this cigar, it's woodsy, it's cedary, it's got a lot of mineral-ish. It got this, like, herbal mix to it. It's a lot more softer than the Year of the Pig. The Year of the Pig was like punch you in the face the moment that you light it up. This is a lot softer flavor. And also it's slightly cheaper. I mean, the Year of the Pig was $39 or $40 a stick. So.
And Quakes, what up? I saw your comment.
Yeah, Quake is there.
What up?
So I don't know. I mean, if you ask me in terms of the year of the series, I really think that majority of the cost went to the collectible box. It's a very nicely designed. It's got weight to it and lacquered box. So when it comes to those boxes, it adds probably to the majority of the cost, right? I would think that if you just go buy a lacquered humidor from Davidoff, you look at $500-600, if not more. So if they put a price on it, this box alone is probably half the price, like maybe $150 just on the box, which makes
That's true.
Which makes
Yeah.
this cigar about $20-something cigar. In that perspective, I think that's actually okay. At $20-something cigar for Davidoff this big, it's to an acceptable range.
Yeah, you don't think about like the box cost price until like when I had to get the Cuevas in bundles,
Mm-hmm.
and they take the box cost off there, and you're like, oh shit, you forget about that.
Right? Like people don't think about that, and this is why a lot of companies like Davidoff and stuff like that, they only want to sell you boxes. There's a lot of like things that they don't want to break apart. They only want to sell it. You want to buy this, you have to buy the entire box, because that box has value. It's what you pay for. So they kind of force you to buy that. So in terms of this, $360-something plus tax, and you think about it, 150 of that is the box. Then you kind of can understand where the price came from, right? If this was just a bundle, how they have the Vault series, just bundle and nothing else, and just like put together in a plastic bag, and then they want to charge you $400 for 10. That's when you really like, is it worth it? I mean, is it worth it to pay that kind of price for you to bring back a cigar that you used to have for a blend? Right? So, what's that feedback from? Not my microphone. I don't know. So yeah, I mean, if I factor in a collectible box, this is definitely. I think this definitely keeps a seal, because the way the groove is up, there's a groove in there that actually makes it so that when you close the cover, it actually goes like in another groove. So it kind of does seal some air in there. You could keep 10 cigars in there. But again, why do you need a humidor just keep 10 cigars? Just keep that as pretty stuff and should look. You know, that's really all you need.
Yeah, so you can look cool with your fancy Davidoffs in there. You go, look at my expensive cigars in here.
You know, I put all my Davidoff away in the bottom shelves on the
Hey,
one
what's up? Hey, what's going on?
I'm the type of person that like hides my Davidoff. Okay?
You're doing what?
But you might want to mute if you don't. You know, I don't know if you want us to hear the conversation.
Sorry about that, man. I thought I was muted.
Yeah. So yeah, you know, in terms of design, I think it's kind of cool. They changed it up a little bit, but I did not like the fact that they changed the band back to the white on the top, because now it's gotta be uneven again. You know, previous few, with the exception of the Year of the Dragon, it's all red band on top. Now you know, Year of the Ox, you're throwing another white band, so when you put them all together, it's gotta look super odd. You know, drives the people with OCD crazy.
You think there's some kind of reason they did that?
I think it's just for the it stands out a lot more, right? It stands out a lot more compared to a full red band cigar. I think that they just want to make it stand out, and that way they don't even have to put another band on top. You know, they don't have to make another red band to do it, because all their cigar has this size.
Yeah.
So it's too bad, you know. But you know, in terms of like how does it stand out and feel like very modern coloring? I say yes. This is modern looking. This is like, it feels like refreshing. It feels like modern. It feels like not too crowded. It feels Asian but not too Asian. It feels like Caucasian. So yeah, I'm okay with that. Do I like the size of the cigar? Absolutely not. I hate this kind of big size, mob boss smoking size, cigar size. I don't like the size. This is something like you know, Al Capone, you know, the size of like 4'7", smoke a big gigantic cigar because he has something to prove, you know, he has something to add to it. So that's why he's smoking that kind of cigar. That's my problem with this cigar. Hey Travis.
What's up?
Not much.
What's going on, Bandana Shifu?
That's right.
When we gonna settle on a nickname on that? When we're going to settle that? Have we settled one on it yet? No?
Yeah, Shifu of Smoke.
Alright, Shifu of Smoke. I would think Smoking Shifu sounds better.
Smoking Shifu.
Yeah.
That is pretty good.
Because it rhymes better. Seafood of
Yeah,
Smoke
it
just
does.
sounds weird. Smoking Seafood sounds better.
Smoking seafood.
Smoking Shifu. You know, because you don't go Shifu Master. You go Master Shifu, right?
That's right.
So Smoking Shifu sounds better.
Oh,
You know, we can think
smoking
about that.
seafood, huh? Yeah,
Smoking
sounds
seafood.
pretty good.
Travis, you know, I was talking about like bright ass shoes the other night.
Oh,
There
looking
you
good.
go.
Yeah, this is my like I got these a while back on like clearance or whatever. I love these things.
Adidas running shoes.
Yeah.
So earlier today, before you guys all jumped on, we did an espresso shot of the turbojet coffee. We did extraction. You guys saw the picture. The crema was
Yeah.
beautiful. When it comes to that, what does that mean? That means the bean is nicely roasted. If the bean is not nicely roasted, you can pull as much as you want finely grind. You will not get that beautiful crema on top. It basically says that this is really good beans. It still retain all those oil and all that stuff. When it goes through, it gets through a really nice, you know, coffee. And look at this coffee. You can't even see through it after I water it down. See?
No,
I
it's
water
only
it
just
down,
for you,
can't
so
see
you
through
don't feel left out. I'm smoking an inch.
There we go.
All right.
There we go. Tonight is the inch night. Everybody smoke an inch.
Hey, Tony, man, that looked like leftover watercolors. Water.
Now, see, you can say that, sure, but the thing is that
Look at it,
the
man. Doesn't it?
coffee should not be a wash. Should be of substance, right? It
Yeah,
still has
it's like
body to
whenever
it,
you clean your brushes from watercolors, man. I've seen that before.
you know. This has substance. This has flavor. This has texture. You know, it's not just water. You know, whenever you see like water come, like the coffee come from the the coffee machine, it's just water. This is the essence plus water. This is how you gotta enjoy a coffee. That's how I enjoy coffee, especially when I travel, where all my other places has a good machine.
Yeah,
Literally,
check that out.
the bad part is every time you make a coffee, you gotta go through like a 30-minute regimen. But that
Right.
30 minutes, like when you get up, it's like it's a good regimen to go through, right?
Yeah, I get pissed because I have to wait so long for my Keurig.
Oh my God, stop. Fucking Keurig.
But look at the thing. Think about how much
I'm like,
coffee.
why does it take so long to get my Keurig coffee, man? That's what I want to know.
But here's the thing.
Piece of
When
shit.
you shake that Keurig capsule, you know how big Keurig capsule is, right?
Oh yeah.
When you shake that capsule, it sounds loose, right?
Yeah.
So you're not really getting the true coffee. Look at that. Look at this, solid. Look how much coffee bean is in here. It's solid.
Right.
That's extract. That's dried out. This is like it's a pancake.
But you said it took 30 minutes to get that though.
Yeah, but you get a quality product. You get everything that you can get out of this coffee is out, right?
Is that what came out of the machine?
Huh?
That's what came out of the machine after coffee?
Yeah, I went through it. So once you extract a shot,
Yeah.
you take out the coffee. This is the pressurized pancake of coffee,
Lee. That's impressive.
right?
I
So-
never knew it did that.
So when you use an espresso machine, it literally push pressurized water through your coffee ground, and it's so much pressure that it stays like this.
I need to get one of them. How much that machine cost?
This is $8.50. Right now it's on sale, so $8.50.
I don't know. Maybe not.
But here's the thing,
Yeah, I
though.
was kind of thinking that.
Like I say before,
I like how he says it kind of like maybe he would or could, but he'll decide not to.
No, but listen. If you go out to buy a Starbucks at $5, this pancake costs you 10 cents. You're saving a lot of money, right? 1 year later, this whole machine is paid for. And every time you're gonna be able to enjoy a full-bodied, really good coffee because it took every ounce, a little bit of things out of the coffee. This coffee
That's if
bean.
you don't sell coffee to your friends. If you sell coffee to your friends, you get that done in 2 months.
Right?
This is only 19 gram of coffee. 19 grams of coffee. Exactly 19 grams. So.
Yeah. Invite the whole family over for coffee, and when they're leaving, be like, "Look, do y'all want me to push you through PayPal? Y'all want to do Venmo?"
No. But what I'm saying is the amount of money you're saving compared to going out to get a nice espresso. You're getting a quality coffee, right? Because you know where to get a quality coffee. This is not expensive, and you can use a lot of them. And to be honest with you, with the amount of time it takes to make a coffee, your family member won't last there long enough to drink the coffee. Oh yeah, you want a coffee? Wait half an hour.
Yeah, that's about right.
Oh. This
Well,
freaking
I
edge
am-
is huge, dude. It's huge.
But I am not losing anything. I got everything out of that bean, right? It pressurized, it pushed everything through, all the oil and all that stuff, all the good stuff got pressed through. Whatever that I don't need is in here. And the cleaning is easy, right? I just take this out and toss it. That's it. Wipe it down a little bit. I'm done.
Hey James, I think that would fit in your cutter holder.
You probably will, yeah. You probably will.
Yeah. I think it probably would fit right in there.
My machine in Japan, it's called the Oracle. It's by the same brand. It literally, you can set what time to start. Like the machine will start up and it will heat up the water before I come down. So, that's usually what I do in Japan. When I wake up, the machine's heated. And then it has an automatic press. So I just press in there and you will press everything in there. So I'm just ready, put it in. When I'm done, usually you get a tap box. You just tap it, that's it, you're done. So it's actually very easy if you know what you're doing. As a regimen, if you do it often enough, it takes as much time as to actually prepare coffee, and it will be a very fresh, very, you know, you got everything out of your coffee. That's what I'm saying. You got everything out of your coffee. So would I spend $800 something over a long time to? No, this machine isn't gonna last me one day. This machine is gonna last me, like, you know, my oldest machine is more than 10 years old. So, you know, every time I'm gonna get great coffee out of it.
You
Right?
still buy a new machine every day, every year or two.
No, because I have too many houses. Every house needs a one or two.
Yeah.
You know, I got Nespresso machines at home. I got 2 Nespresso machines at home, actually. Right? So, you know, it doesn't change, you know, because my wife drinks coffee and she likes those capsules. And if you look at how big those Nespresso capsule is, you get a shot of coffee out of this. You see the different quantity. You know, you're not really getting the true amount from those machines. Those machines makes it easy, but you're not getting the 100%. When you do this yourself, you're getting 100% exactly what you want. So, and you can adjust more or less the type of beans, you know, how many cups you want, how many shots you want, you know.
All for the low price of $850 on sale.
It's not a rich people problem though. It's you will buy a cell phone for $1,000, but like you won't buy a coffee machine for $850. And you're talking about that's a rich people problem.
They have some cheaper than that though. If you didn't want to, you know, spend that much.
They do have an entry level called the Breville Express, I think it's called, something like that. That's $699. $699, and the difference is that machine takes a long time to heat up. And for me, for other people, it's not a problem. For me, I just don't like to wait that long for the machine to heat up because that doesn't have a timer function. Like I said, like the Oracle has a timer function, but the Express doesn't have the timer function. So when you get up, you press the button and go do stuff and come back, you'll be warmed up. You'll be nice. Like this, literally this spot for you to put the cups. So the cups gets heat up. You gotta do purging and all that stuff. It's more of how do I describe it? Yeah, it's entry level, but it will do exactly the same thing. Yeah, you
What
can buy
about that Philips 3200? That looks like a bad dude.
Philips 3200. Let me take a look. What do you say? Amazon?
Yeah, it's 800 on sale from 1,000.
Now the Philips Espresso.
Oh, I see. I see what it does. When you start looking at the pictures, that sucker will steam. You put a cup of milk in there, put the cup under there, it'll make espresso, steam the milk, transfer the milk over, and make a latte.
You mean the 799 one? The 3200?
Yeah, look through the pictures. It'll literally make a latte.
Okay. Now, I can tell you that it's not a true latte. It's not a true latte. It's not a true espresso. Because the way you're pouring the coffee grounds into the top and stuff like that, it's not a true machine. All right, it's there's a lot of machine that makes things easy, but when you have those machine that makes things easy, it's a pseudo. You're not getting the full experience. A lot of time, the crema is just bubble. They're not oily. All right.
Yeah.
So if you go online and look at the comparison, you can literally go find Nespresso comparison with the real machines. And then you will find huge difference in terms of like the bubbles and stuff like that, in terms of the crema. What comes out completely different. Okay.
They got one on there for $1,800.
The Oracle I have was about $3,000. Okay.
This is a Psycho.
No, this is a Breville.
That's what yours is.
Yeah. So Breville in other country in UK especially is called Sage. All right, but that's the brand that I buy a lot of applying for. There's Breville, there's DeLonghi. I don't like DeLonghi because everything is plastic. I want to, for the same price, I would like to have stainless steel.
Oh, so, I guess so. Yeah, for sure.
So if you look at it, there's a Breville BE870XL. That's the Express. That's the $699 one. And then if you scroll down, you get the Pro Espresso machine, which is this one, $799.
What I need to do is quit looking. That way I don't end up buying a freaking espresso machine.
You know that's how you gotta, get the best, most pungent coffee that you're gonna get. Right? You're not wasting
I'm
the
a
spit.
sucker for crap like that too.
All right, so this is how you do it. But I can tell you, I have a lot of machine that's way in the $2,000-$3,000 range because how good of a coffee that makes. It's just totally different. So you get that texture. It's not just water. It's not just flavor. You get texture. All right, so it's very different. It's very different. I say try it. I'm showing to you guys because I know that in case that the Shadow Smokes Legion coffee become a reality, I want to get the full test for it.
Yeah, for sure.
So this is why I went out and grabbed another machine. I'm not even gonna wait. I'm just gonna go out and grab another machine because I wanted to test it to the full extent. I'm not gonna go, I'm gonna pour hot water over beans and consider that as done. Yeah, you can still get a pretty good, decent coffee out of that, but why not go for the best when you can? And it's a one-time expense, and you use it for 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
See, Travis, Michael's sitting there thinking, hope Travis doesn't buy an espresso machine because that would ruin his next 2 orders for me.
It would just be 2 orders, right? It would just be 2 orders.
Yeah.
It would just be 2 orders. But on the contrary, Travis will be buying all those Shadow Smokes Legion Path to the Shadow sampler pack.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, you'll get really, really nice coffee.
Is that what we're gonna do? We're gonna make a coffee sampler to go with it, Michael?
Hopefully.
Nice.
Right? So you gotta
Well,
have
actually,
a machine.
Michael's
that
gonna be
gets the
selling machines
freshest-
now.
Be selling Breville fucking machines and shit.
Yeah.
I just wanted to show you guys because, as a true coffee drinker, I'm crazy about coffee. Like, I do really care. I have so much coffee machines. And like, I have drip, I have, French press, I have all that stuff. And I really do care about how my coffee tastes like. Like, I really do. So,
I do too.
So I want to
I do
show you
too.
guys the machine that I use for myself to do that kind of stuff, right? I wouldn't have showed you guys if I didn't think that was kind of cool to show you guys, right? Is it kind of snobby? I guess it is, but I didn't see it that way. I see like because a lot of you never see me making an actually espresso shot of a coffee that shows the crema, shows what the difference I'm talking about every time. So, did you get an extra box of ox for the group buy? Unfortunately, we only have 2 people or 3 people wanted the group buy. We couldn't get 10 people, so I didn't get an extra box. No.
I know. I was like, no, I don't want to buy one because I don't smoke 6x60s. And what am I smoking tonight? A 6 1/4 by 60.
Hashimoto. Hey, what's up, guy?
I don't smoke 6x60, but I'm gonna smoke all the way up there, 6 1/4 by 60.
Yeah, but this one was free, and even if I'd have bought it, it wouldn't have been $45.
Matt, what do you drink? A protein?
You're muted.
Whatever he's drinking out of a protein cup.
Pappy
He's
Van
doing
Winkle.
Rocky. He's doing Rocky.
Just
Just using that as my ashtray.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
So yeah, I wanted to show you guys the difference between like how I drink coffee and how you guys drink coffee and why I drink coffee like this way. Because in the end, I feel like I'm getting everything out of my coffee beans, and when you guys water it down, it's not as much.
Hashimoto, we're smoking inches today. We'll get an inch.
I'm sure you're
I'm not
smoking.
quite there. I'm smoking a 3/4 of an inch.
Okay. Hey,
I'm
round
smoking an
chip,
inch.
round chip, Joseph. I saw that. I caught that with the corner of my eyes.
The punch. All right, Travis.
Punch Diablo, 6 1/4 by 60. I just ate some spicy Mexican food, so I said, you know what? I'm gonna follow up with this bad boy.
Right on, man. I just had some sushi.
Nice.
Nice. Is it gas station sushi or sushi
I
sushi?
almost got sushi tonight. I wish I would.
Sorry, I missed both you guys. What'd you say?
I was asking if that's gas station sushi because it is. Then I'll have to kind of make sure you have time to run to the bathroom.
No, this is the real deal stuff, man.
Good. So Hashimoto, we were talking about espressos. We use espresso machine to extract a shot of the turbo jet coffee.
Right.
And it came out really beautiful. The crema on it, beautiful. Good beans. I just really have to say that's good beans. Like, you know, if I extracted out, it was like just, if the shot looks like this and there's no crema on it, I would have tell you that beans suck. But
Right.
it actually came out really beautiful. I took a picture earlier today when I was dialing in how much beans I need for the espresso. It came out great, and right now I'm actually I just made an americano out of that shot, and it's actually more pungent, more bold. There's more of that earthy mineral-like taste. There's more texture to it. It's more smooth, and it has a lingering lingering acidity to it. So it's not like, you know, there's nothing lingering. So it's great.
Nothing overpowering.
It's definitely a medium. It's definitely a medium. So, and it's
Good.
got that natural sweetness at the end too. It's really good. I just bought a DeLonghi espresso machine. Didn't want to invest yet for more expensive one. Works good. Yeah, DeLonghi actually is a competitor of the Bravo, and they are DeLonghi's machine actually has a really good wine for making the steam milk, and that was the best part. And then it heats up a lot faster. So, but I prefer Bravo because I've been using it. I know how to use it, and you know that's how I get things.
Does it have a Keurig pod holder? Like, can you put Keurig in there, make some coffee with it?
The thing is that Keurig coffee, like I said, the amount of coffee in there wouldn't even make you a good coffee. It's just a
I'm
lot
just
of.
saying, if it had a little pod there, man, that'd be the awesome machine, man.
But I do have an espresso machine upstairs.
Okay.
Hey, Albert, you might want to get you one of these espresso machines, though, because if
Yeah.
you cure shit, it might cure some of that's going on.
Albert, if you really need to, it comes with these double walled trays for you to put pre-ground bean in it. So you can open up your Keurig and just dump in here, fill it, pancake it, and then still extract a
We'll do it.
espresso.
All right.
So yeah, this
Hey.
is the double wall. You can see. It says double wall on it.
There you go, Albert. Just cut up the Keurig and dump it in there, man.
Yeah, so waste more money on freaking buying pods and shit.
The
Yeah.
thing is that you wouldn't need to. You can buy bags of beans, and they're actually cheaper than buying grounds or any other way of buying any coffee.
Oh, no two ways about it. K-cups are the most expensive way to buy coffee.
Right? So, like I said, in terms of price range, one shot of this is about 10 cents. One espresso pot is between $1 to $2.50. Which one is make more sense? This is saving me money if I just do that myself, right? And then I can go out there and find whatever beans I want.
It's like when I stayed at my brother's house, he had a freaking Keurig. I had to use like 2 pods to make 1 freaking cup of coffee.
Yeah, because
terrible.
Yeah, because I drink
it's not a lot.
16-ounce cups of coffee, so
Very
Yeah, it's
diluted,
weak.
too.
I put it on the smallest cup setting. I used 1 pod for that, and then I used another pod for that just to like fill up like half a Yeti cup. And I was like, man, this is terrible coffee. You guys are awful. And I put all kinds of fucking flavored shit in there.
Because the amount, if you open it up, there's not a lot of coffee grounds in there.
Mm-mm.
It's very little. So, you know, like I say, how much am I just using for 1 cup? 19 gram. Exactly 19 gram. And how much is in that little one? Probably 4 or 5 gram. So you're getting 4
How
or
many
5
did
grams of, you know, stuff. Versus
How many did
19
you
grams.
try for those beans to get it 19 grams?
Say that again?
How often did you try it to get to that 19 grams?
What do you mean? It's always at 19
Did you
grams.
say? Well, you said
I mean-
that you have to use different amounts of coffee depending on
Yes,
what beans you use.
certain beans needs 18 gram. Certain beans need 20. It's always between 18 to 20 gram.
I think.
but
I
it
think we
does
want
it
to
for
know-
you, doesn't it?
Hmm?
Like you choose and it grinds it and weighs it for you, doesn't it?
No, you had to weigh it yourself. When you adjust these grind, they don't know how much comes out because you can get it really fine or you can get it really coarse. And when you do coarse, it's gonna fall out faster and it's gonna fall out more, right? When you do finer, you need more to pack that pancake.
And you use fine for espresso, don't you? A fine grind?
Right, but then there's 30 different fineness to a fine grind. Certain beans taste better more fine. Certain bean tastes better more coarse. So when
I
you
think
use this machine, you had to dial it in. You had to figure out where do you want it to be, where you want to be.
Yeah,
right?
my grinder has, I think, 4 fine grinds, 4 mediums, and then 4 coarse settings. So it's 16 settings, I think, are that'd be 12 settings altogether.
Right. So if you
So
think
you
about it,
basically got it.
everybody has it. Every bean are different. Every roaster are different. So you kind of have to have that dialed in. Once you choose it, once you know how much you need for a certain thing, you just fill the entire hopper. You never had to change it, right?
I think what James wanted to know, Tony, was
Once
how
you
many
figure
beans
it out,
did you have to swap out, like to get to 19? Like how many beans did you have to like? How many times did you have to swap out the beans?
2 shots. That's it. So I will start with 18, and then I will get 1 shot coming out, and you can see how creamy it is. If it's not enough, you add more. So you add 1 more gram, and then it comes out okay. Then that's the number.
But you say like, if you add 1 extra bean, and then you got to take that bean out and get it, find a medium bean, stick it in there. That's what he's asking.
No, but then I put it right on top of a weight. I have a weight here. So when you dump it in, you're looking at the weight jumping up.
Oh,
Okay.
Tony, they're fucking with you with semantics here.
I know, but then I'm trying to.
I understand what James is asking. Is what I'm trying to say. He's wanting to know how many, like, how you had to sit there and get the exact weight. How many times you have to swap out little beans?
Well, with
I don't
this
have
coffee,
to. Like, I don't have to. I'm
18 grams doesn't taste good, so 18.2 grams is better. 18.3 grams is worse.
No, you do an increment of 1. You do increment of 1.
Wow. Shit.
Of 1 gram, yeah.
Right? Because the machine measure by half a second, and you need at least 1 gram to go through that half a second. So
It's scientific. I'll tell you that. Sounds like it.
It sounds like to me.
If you go to anybody to learn how to make espresso, that's how they will teach you. I mean, once you get to that point, some people eye it. They just eye it, when you go to like a professional store, like a coffee barista, they just do 1 and 2. That's it. 1, 2, because they already figured out how much it is, right? But it's always
Sounds
about
like
the
to
same
me,
thing.
if I'm a person that's drinking a lot of coffee, I'm gonna double my cost of smoking coffee just by having it tested out all the time.
You wouldn't have to, because you'll figure it out easily. It's like I say, I figured out this dialed in 2 shots.
Yeah, but I might need 5 shots to figure it out.
Why wouldn't you need 5 shots to figure it out? There's only 18, 19, or 20.
because James slow.
You don't need 5.
Well,
18, that's not good enough. 19, that's not good enough. Then you're 20.
I would have to try 18, 19, or 20. Then I would have to say, well, wait a minute. I think maybe the 18 might have been better. I got to try that again. No,
No, you don't
good,
have
but
to.
19, yeah.
You make 3 shots together, so you have that to taste. Right? You don't have to dump it. You can still drink it.
Well, then it's all cold by the time you taste it. And
Why would it be cold by the time you taste it? You're doing it immediately. You're doing it immediately. It doesn't. It
Tony,
only
we're
takes
doing
30
it to you
seconds to
again.
pull a shot. It takes 30 seconds to pull a shot. You wouldn't need that long.
Tony, they're doing it to you again.
Right? So you know how much it is. You cannot have more than 20 grams here. You won't be able to pack the pancake. It will be just more than that. You'll have to get it out. They actually sell things like this to let you know you put too much. So when you gotta grind, you gotta kind of take off the top when you have too much. Because when too much, water is not gonna go through.
Oh, is there three ones of them things to scrape it out? 1 for 18 and 1 for 19 and 1 for 20?
No. Once you can pack 19 and 18 to the same height. So
Oh, that seems like there's a difference in how thick it's packed then.
yeah, it's the pressure that you're packing.
So it's not the weight that's the big deal. It's the how dense I pack it.
Exactly. That's why every beans are different. Some of them are coarse, some of them not. And when you pack it down, you need to know how much you're packing, right? So everybody has one of these thing or a distributor, and they just press this down, and this will only go down so much. It won't go down more.
Seems like to me that I don't need to measure. I need to just pack it down to the same level.
No, because if you pack too much, water won't go through. It's only 9 bars of pressure. So
All right. So this is why I have a Keurig, buddy. Right here. This is it.
You just cured me from making espresso. That's what you did.
Just put that pod in there, and then hit start. You're done, man.
Let's
Yeah.
see. What is it? Went to Keurig a while back, brought pour over, realized I've been drinking crap, throw that out, throw out the Keurig. So you get low carb, throw out the
I
Keurig.
don't know. Hey, you know what? I don't care. I don't care.
Bun is good for one massive quantity of decent coffee fast, but it keeps the full tank hot in the machine all the time. See, that's the thing. When
You know what?
keep
I put beans in my chili. How about that?
coffee bean,
Yeah, no, like regular beans in my chili. So everybody can suck it on that one too.
Sometimes I only put beans in my chili.
I put beans and corn in my chili. So.
There you go. There you go.
it's personal preference. I'm not saying that you have to.
Exactly. Yeah,
But-
exactly.
But in the end, I'm saying that this gives you a more superior product for your money.
But there are
overall.
like people that get pissed off at you if you have beans in your chili. That's not chili.
Oh yeah, they
You got
do.
beans.
Oh,
They-
I know,
yeah.
bro. They got them anti-bean freaking Texas people. I know. I've met them. I don't
They get
get
angry.
it, but
No.
oh, you like put bean in there. Ah. I don't know what the deal is.
But you guys don't know what I mean. What I'm doing right now is showing that this is how I get my coffee, and I feel like this is more of a superior end product, right? Yeah, it's a little bit more finicky, but you get that superior product at the end because you're getting everything out of your bean, right? When you're not, you're just pouring water over it. Yeah, you can make more pot out of it, right? You can literally make an entire pot out of it, but that's because you're getting a little bit out every time until you get that much water.
Yeah.
Finally got everything out. But whereas you can get this much, that's everything that the coffee's got to offer. So I can get the most. I don't have to drink it nearly as much. You know, instead of 30-gallon Travis drinks a day, I only have to drink about 16 ounces a day.
Yeah, I think after Christmas is over, I'm gonna start looking into them.
Right? So, this is how I'm gonna drink coffee. This is how I drink it. Do I not drink regular coffee? I do. Sometimes I'm just out there. I really need a coffee. All you have is Dunkin' Donuts. Then yeah, I'm just gonna go get Dunkin' Donuts coffee. But if there's Dunkin' Donuts at the Starbucks, I'll go to Starbucks because I know that they do Americanos there.
I'd rather get Dunkin' Donuts than Starbucks.
No, but the thing is that I rather have espresso watered down than a coffee.
We have so many different coffee houses here. It's ridiculous. I mean, there's so many different ones. They're everywhere too. So that is kind of a good thing,
In
We've
the
got
end, it's personal
700. We've
preference.
got like 700 Starbucks and like 7 or 8 Dunkin' Donuts, and then a place called Dutch Bros, and that's about it.
See, we have Starbucks, we have CC's, we have PJ's, we have a place called Java Mamas. Oh man, we had a Dunkin' Donuts. I mean, they're everywhere. The Whole Foods, we got a place called the District that sells coffee. They do espresso and stuff. It's a one person owns it. It's like a mom and pop shop. I mean, there's coffee joints everywhere around here.
And I want to be very clear, okay? If you go to Starbucks, ask for 2-shot watered down Americanos, it's only like $2,
Yeah, they're cheap.
right? So they're not that crazy expensive what people think. If you go there, ask for latte and stuff like that, 5 pounds of syrup and shit, yeah, then you're spending crazy money for nothing good. But if you go
Yeah, I
in there
mean, you
and
can get a drip coffee for $1. Like, I think you can get a tall,
And they
just a
have
regular
cold brew, too.
brewed coffee for like
You
$1.
know? So it's not that Starbucks sucks. It's the Starbucks mixed coffee sucks. If you just want a pure shot espresso, they are really good fair trade beans. Right? They are really, really good beans. So I will drink those beans. Those beans are good. There's nothing wrong with those beans. Just those baristas decide to put 5 pounds of syrup and then, half cup of ice just to make your drink. Right? Like they're not really making you a real drink. Right? If you want a real drink, you can still go to Starbucks, ask for a couple of shots, water it down to be Americano, and they will do it. And just, they'll charge you for the 2 shot, which is $2.
27 shots of white mocha, half calf, double whip.
What you do is you
Whatever
just
it
order
is.
a shot of espresso and order a hot chocolate, and then just dump the espresso in the hot chocolate.
You got a mocha right there. But their hot chocolate is sweet. So I don't
It
prefer
is.
Is it? I've never had it.
There's all their stuff except unless you customize it, everything's sweet. Everything has sugar in it. but it will taste good if you just go customize it the real way. It's like, I just want a shot and water, or I just want a cold brew, nothing in it. You know, they're still pretty good. They're still pretty good.
Yeah,
And they're
see, I
definitely
don't
better than-
get lattes when I want coffee. I get lattes when I want, something sweet. More like hey, I'm gonna grab a cookie, but hey, I'm gonna grab a latte. When I want coffee though, I want real coffee, not a latte.
This is my
I mean,
evening. My evening coffee is a latte tonight.
Yeah, when it comes to mixed drink, Starbucks really doesn't know what they're talking about. Especially like going there, I would like a caramel macchiato. I'm sorry, that's a caramel latte. That's not a caramel macchiato, okay? If you ever go to Italy and drink macchiato, it's just foam. There's nothing but foam on top of coffee, okay? So, when it comes to mixed drink, they don't know what they're talking about. It's all latte.
Doesn't macchiato mean like stained milk or something like that?
Steam milk. It's just foam.
Is it? Well, no, I mean, because
It's bubble.
Okay.
It's just bubble. Literally, they foam the milk so much, it's just bubble, and they just take that bubble and put it on top. That's it.
Froth.
Froth, yeah. So, and it's not even micro bubble. It's just bubble, big bubble,
Just put some whipped cream on top of that bitch
right?
without
You
sugar.
a rabid dog, you can get froth all you need.
So, like, when it comes to it, if you're a coffee drinker and you know what you're drinking, then yeah, you gotta get a good coffee no matter where you go. Except Dunkin' Donut, they just literally just wash their thing, and they will give you that much coffee grounds for the entire jug of coffee, and they will leave it there for like 3 hours before they dump it. So, it's really on personal preference. I will go to Starbucks because they use good beans.
I like McDonald's coffee.
McDonald's
Yes,
uses J.C. Newman, right? It's Newman's coffee, like Blue Mountain.
It's actually pretty good coffee for what it is.
Yeah, but they
There
do
you
add
go,
sugar,
man.
so you gotta watch out for that too.
Let me tell you what to get if you want something sweet. Have you ever been to Chick-fil-A and got that frozen lemonade thing with this mixed with the soft serve?
No.
I always
They make a coffee mixed with soft serve.
I always go on Sunday and disappointed. So
Well, they always close on Sunday. Of course, you'll be disappointed.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
if you stay in the drive-through for 24 hours, you're fine.
Is it me or
yeah.
did Gary say Skyline Chili on there?
What's Skyline Chili?
It's the grossest shit I've ever had in my life, is what it is.
Good thing I never had it.
Castleberry chili is the grossest.
It's made in New York City.
Skyline Chili has got like all kinds of like cinnamon and shit in it. It's fucking, and they put it over like pasta. It's disgusting.
Oh.
Worst case scenario, you can just go get taco, like a real taco with beef, and that's like.
That's like a colon cleanse.
It's disgusting. But I mean, a lot of people like it. My father-in-law likes it, whatever, because he's from Ohio or what the fuck ever.
That must be like a Westerner thing.
No, it's an Upper Midwest thing. Skyline Chili is an Upper Midwest thing.
I like elbows in my chili.
Elbows, like pasta
My
elbows.
Jones.
Chili back, right? Macaroni.
Yeah.
So now
Well,
we're
next time
halfway.
you make a pot of chili, just drop a block of Velveeta cheese in it and be done with it.
Now we're halfway through this cigar. It got more creamy. But overall, it's just softer taste, more creamy.
I'm not very far through this cigar at all.
I'm about halfway through this one.
This is definitely like a medium.
I'm not even halfway through this inch. Jesus Christ.
This is definitely a medium cigar, and you kind of have that mineralness that kind of reminds me of Yamasa.
Is that the ox?
That's the ox. It kind of reminds me of Yamasa cigar a little bit, with a little bit more creaminess and cedar to it.
You had to go and say that, didn't you? Now I'm gonna have to buy a Davidoff. Look, Tony's trying to get me to go buy the same thing he bought today.
But the problem with it, it's a 660. You won't like it.
I know. I'm sitting here smoking the 660.
Buy some EP Inch instead. It's way better.
Skyline chili is Greek meat sauce, but Cincinnati people insist it's chili.
He's getting ready to punt it. You
Whatever,
can
it's
see
gross.
it, man. James is getting ready
Gary,
to
it's
punt it.
disgusting.
You can see him
No,
to his face.
the problem is that I just had like about 5 tar balls pop up in this damn
All right,
thing.
Juan
you know, and
asked-
I had to cut it 4 times to get all the fucking
He's
tar
punting
out.
He's gonna punt it.
Juan asked, between French press pour over, which one is the best for a cup of coffee? I vote for pour over.
It depends, man.
I vote for pour over. What do you guys vote?
I don't know. I've never had a French press, so I can't vote.
I'm fairly partial to French press,
French press sounds like something you get in an erotic store.
Pour overs. I mean, they're both really good. Those are both your pour over. I guess is your most like pure way to do it.
Before I vote, what's a Keurig? What's a Keurig? Is that pour over? Or is
Keurig
that
is a pour over.
It's a
okay,
shit.
I'll
It's a
vote
shit
pour
drip.
over.
It's a shit
Keurig is a
drip.
pour over. So the
I
difference
vote pour
between
over.
a brewing versus a pour over, right? So majority of the coffee machine are pour overs.
What's the percolator all about? What's that all about?
What percolator?
Percolator.
pour
Where you put
over.
it in there, it percolates up in the little cap.
No,
It's a
basically,
pour over.
It's like a drip in a way.
Yeah, it's a drip. A pour over is like a drip. A drip just has
Oh,
something
I'm
that
talking
slows
about
it down.
percolator.
Yeah, percolator works like a drip because like your water heats up at the bottom, and it goes through the tube and it percolates into the pot and into your grounds. It works like a drip machine.
It just
But-
pours through your
But
coffee about 4 or 5
but then
times.
that's
you
more
know.
of a brewing. That's actually more of a brewing. So more closer to a French press than a pour over. Because the water
Yeah,
goes
all
in
you're
there
doing
and then
is-
keep the coffee grinds soaked.
Yeah, all you're doing
before it comes
is
back down.
all you're doing is resending the coffee all through the grounds again.
So for those people who use French press is those people who want it more pungent, want it more, so you soak it longer to brew that coffee. But when you have a good coffee bean and stuff like that, you don't need to brew that long. You really just want the essence of it. And a lot of
Well, yeah.
people-
When you French press, you get more of the you get more of the flavor like you would with like an espresso in a way, because you're brewing the water through it.
But you also get a little bit more bitterness towards the French press because you're actually soaking it
seems-
longer. So you're getting the stuff you want and the stuff you don't want out of the coffee.
Seems to me that a percolator is the absolute worst way to make coffee.
Okay.
Not when I'm
so
out hunting. That is the absolute best way to make coffee in the world for whatever reason.
I got a
Because
Brent
you-
French
because
press
you-
and not espresso. I picked the Brent over French press. I enjoy this new espresso machine. You know, espresso is the best way. I'm telling you, you're getting the most out of your coffee, but it just does have the most work, right?
Yeah.
You can get quality or quantity. You just have to choose. You cannot have all of them, right? Quality or quantity, right? And the time you spend on it, right? You want it fast and quantity, then you do one of those automatic machines. You want quality, and you spend a little bit more time, then you get an espresso machine. So, and keep in mind, those prep work, you only do it once. Once you got everything dialed in, you turn the machine on, get your thing, press it down. How long does it take for you to go to Starbucks to get a coffee? Not that long, right? Once you have dialed in, once you have everything set, and you know what you're doing, it literally takes you a minute for coffee. And that, if you really think about it, compared to a coffee machine that makes you entire pot, it's not that much different because you still walk away and wait. So
Yeah, it takes me 10 minutes because I get up, I grind the beans, put them in there. Then mine steams the grounds. It runs it through there. So I mean, it usually takes me about 10 minutes before I drink.
So for me to make that coffee, I show it to you guys. It didn't take that long, right? I put it in there and I was showing to you guys. Like you normally do it, I don't have to show you guys. I would just press and put it in there. Once that's done, I come back and switch to a water and I walk away because this thing stops right at 1 cup. So when you have everything dialed in, it doesn't take that long. When I come back, turn the machine off, I'm done. 1 coffee. And literally, you saw the cleaning. It's just this, dump it, wipe it down, I'm done. Right? So, Brent is a pour over. Brent should be a pour over, yeah.
All right, so we voted pour over.
Pour over. Most
Pour over,
coffee machine are pour over. You put the thing in the tray, and the water goes through. That's
Settled.
pour over. Right? But
Are we gonna
One time.
say that
We're
again?
gonna put that on our list of official method of SSL.
So you get espresso, right? You get espresso machine. You
Yeah, we
get,
already done that, Matt.
You
A
get
little late.
pour
bud.
over or drip machine, and then you get one of those
The originator.
percolator machine, and then you get French brew, right? But French brew, it's very selective people that use French brew, and you can overbrew it. That's the problem too. You really
Yeah,
need to time
French
it.
press is really finicky.
Why do the French get all the credit for all this crap, man? They get French fries, French press, French cut,
French kiss. Yeah.
French kiss.
I don't know. I really don't know. Why is French fries even called French fries? French did not invent French fries.
Yeah, they don't originate from there.
Yeah, I don't know. You know?
Maybe that's the cut of the potato. I don't know.
Yeah, because they're almost julienning the potato.
Right.
Julienne, you gotta use Julienne.
Julienning
The potato. Yeah, there you go. Julianne.
Have a good night,
Was Julianne French?
Julienne. Yeah, if the term is French. Yeah.
But wouldn't a waffle fry be a German fry?
Unless you come from Georgia, there's two names.
Be a Belgium fry.
Right. Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you know, when you go out and order fried rice, you don't say Chinese fried rice.
No.
If you come from Georgia, Julianne is 2 words. I mean,
True.
In Arkansas.
True.
I don't know.
And it's not always a lady either.
yeah, yeah. The worst name you could have is Bobby Jean, because that could really be woman or man, you know. Bobby Jean. Yeah.
So next project is SSL brand coffee with all this coffee top. I just think that, you know, it's just something that everybody can do, right? When it comes to coffee, we all have our choices, but the weapon of choice, you know, it deserves some explanation, right? Because not everybody knows, right? When you go to see one of these machines, they are very intimidating, right? When you go out to see one of these machines, like, holy shit, what am I supposed to do with this, right? But once you get through like the explanation how to use them, it's actually not that hard. 3 steps, 1, 2, 3, you're done, right? So it's actually not that bad, and I just want to make sure that people kind of see them, and then, you know, maybe everybody become, you know, get to choose what they want to do in the future, right? Because it's part of the enjoyment with the cigar. Coffee and cigar are like perfect pair, right?
Well, I can buy me an espresso machine, or I can come to the SSL event.
But it's just like how Bob said, right? Your money, you know, your palate, do whatever you want with it, right? So, you know, that's just one of the options. And then we, you know, SSL teach you right here how to use this thing. It's actually not that intimidating. No one is telling you to go out there and buy a $3,000 double brewer machine just to make your espresso. It doesn't make any difference for you, okay? You're not making 50 cups of coffee a day.
No,
Yeah, unless you run a food truck.
Well, if you run a food truck, you better not do espresso.
Right?
$850 is enough. You don't need to give out 3,000.
Once you get to that level, it's like, you know, you are buying time. The more higher you go than this, it's just saving you time. It's not gonna do any better in terms of extraction. It's still 9 bar, all right? It just saves you time. What happens? This is at one heating element, so it heats up water only at one part of this machine at one time. So I cannot do brewing the coffee or espresso shot and foaming my milk at the same time, right? And you pay double the price, you get 2. Now you get 2 heating elements. Now you can brew and then heat up your foam milk at the same time. That's the only difference, really.
Tony, here's the problem. You got 4 blue-collar dudes on here that you're trying to explain how to make fucking coffee to.
Oh my God.
We don't give no 2 shits about it, man. It's the guy, the white collar named Albert, that really cares.
He's got that Keurig.
Yeah.
Tea, no, Juan, I only drink tea when I'm sick, dude.
Juan, I already did a Chinese tea episode a 2 years ago.
That is true. It
I
was
already did a
So
Chinese tea
who-
episode.
Who was the other guy? Because there's only 4 blue collars and a white collar, but there are 5 other guys than Tony. So where did I fit into that? Was I the blue collar?
You're the blue collar, my friend.
And then you guys are complaining about blue collar and stuff like that. You guys can afford iPhone. You can afford one of these shit.
I don't have an
What you're
iPhone.
saying-
I'd rather buy a coffee machine. I have a cheap phone. I have an
So
LG.
you're saying that thing will take pictures and call people?
No, it will make my day start.
I'll buy
great.
one. I'll buy one if you can. If it costs people, and we'll take pictures.
Yeah, I can
I can
record
sell
it.
you one for $1,800. I'll Velcro an iPhone to the side of
Here,
it.
Albert, this thing does the opposite. This thing will get people go to your house and take picture of your machine.
Yeah, that's true. Take a picture of.
Right?
If I can do a Google Meet with that machine, you know, I'm in.
Wait, where did Michael went? Michael just dropped off.
He'll be back.
All that
So-
coffee talk.
You know,
He had to
this
go to the
machine,
bathroom.
yes, 850 when you think about it is quite a bit, but you spend way more than 850 to buy a lot of stuff.
That thing was $850.
You know, I'll tell you, I would have bought my wife like a coffee machine for like $850,000. She said that thing's not coming in the house. She said, "No, I like my little drip coffee machine. Cost me, you know, under $100, and that's fine."
No, okay, let's think about this, okay? You get a drip machine, you still need a coffee grinder, you still need, you know, a water heater. You add them together, you know, you're a few $100 in,
My wife is simple folk.
right?
Yeah.
She'll buy her coffee beans, get them ground up right at the store when she
Okay,
buys
here.
them. And bring
Matt,
them home
how
and
much
make her
does a
coffee.
catalytic converter cost?
A catalytic converter. It's not like you go and buy a catalytic converter for the hell of it, though.
But you will buy one, regardless, like, you know, like $200-300. You will buy one, just a pipe.
Only if I
You
got
better
one.
get on up there in like 2,000 or 3,000.
We delete it. We delete the catalytic converter.
Yeah, that still costs money, doesn't it? You will still do it, a few $100.
You delete it. It costs you nothing to take
Well,
it out.
it costs labor. You do it yourself, but yeah, if you go out there, there are still people, you know, it's like driving the Civic, they want to exchange the exhaust system. It costs $2,000.
Right.
And all it does is sounds better.
No, it performs a little bit better because you're not clogging up the system.
Yeah, but then, you know, without changing the front end, you're changing just the rear end. It's not going to do all that.
No, you got to do more.
Yeah, exactly. And then, you know, to really,
That
like people...
That would make our cars over here undrivable. We couldn't go on the street.
But you know what I'm saying? People will spend that kind of money for that kind of stuff. Why wouldn't you spend something for a coffee that you got to drink every day?
No, I don't really have a problem with spending that much on a coffee machine, Tony. I mean, really.
I don't either. Like I
don't.
said, once Christmas is over, I'm going to start looking into it a little bit harder.
Right? So if you think about all that stuff, it has nothing to do with white collar, blue collar. There are plenty of blue collars that's like really into coffee. They're like, I just want the best coffee because I drink so much coffee per day.
We're enjoying fucking with you about it, Tony. But
right? I just
have a
wanted to
problem
be
with
clear
buying
about that.
the
Like everybody who really care about their coffee will spend that kind of money for a good coffee. Will. Right? Because that's something that you do every single day. Just like your cell phone, you use it every single day, right? You got to drink coffee every single day. So this machine is going to be there every single day.
Except my wife. She would not spend that money on a coffee machine. She would not spend it.
And I'm not saying that everybody should. I mean, there are
She's
cheaper options.
perfectly
There are
happy
cheaper
with her coffee the way it comes out of the drip machine. It tastes the best to her.
You know, it's personal preference, like I say. Not everybody's going to go with that. But it is an option, and I'm here to explain why this is an option and why it costs that much and kind of justifies because you're getting the most out of your coffee bean. So your investment on a good coffee bean, you're getting 100% of that, right? Instead of 80%, 70%, whatever that wash is worth to you, right? If you really enjoy coffee, wouldn't you want to get the most out of it? Just like, you know, if you really enjoy driving, you got to get the best car that you can probably get for your money.
Right. Just like me with the best tools to work with.
Yeah.
Same
idea.
Yeah, boy, I spend some money on tools. Good.
Yeah, like if you were to round out your amount of tool that you have and how much it costs, you probably buy a new house.
Probably.
Yeah. So.
See, for me,
Smart.
wash though. I don't like the word wash for coffee because wash for me is like the stuff you throw away. You know?
But that's literally what it is. You pour water
I mean,
over
when
the
I-
coffee.
I mean,
It's not
when I
being
wash
forced
my
through, so
when
you're
I wash
washing the
my
coffee.
rice or wash my rice or wash my potatoes, and that's the water that I throw out. You know.
But isn't that what it is though? You're pouring water over coffee, and you drink
Yeah,
that.
but it
That's
just
a wash.
sounds it just sounds unappetizing, man.
And this is why I went with this, right? Because literally that's what it is. It defines what it is. You pour water over coffee grinds.
Yeah.
We all have our guilty pleasures.
Mm-hmm.
Say that again.
We all have our guilty pleasures.
Yeah. And I'm just showing you an option so that it's not like, you know, when you see this thing, you're like, oh, Tony want to use one of these. It wasn't that hard, you know? I'm not saying that you have to get this machine. There's plenty of other options. I'm just showing that which one I use, right? So that you guys have
That's a really cool. It's a really cool machine, Tony.
Right? And then if you think about
Really
it, how
cool.
much would you spend on a humidor? How much does it cost to build your humidor? Do you really need that big a humidor? Right? Kind of thing. If you think about it, it's just a place to put cigars, but yet you'll spend hundreds of dollars on it.
Yeah, I spent $350 on mine. So
Yeah, and all that is a fridge that you put cigars in.
that's
It doesn't
all
call
it is.
anybody. It doesn't call anybody. It doesn't take a picture.
No, it didn't cost me $850.
But you got two of them.
Yeah, I spent $120 on the other one. So
It starts to add up just to store your cigar.
Plus
yeah,
the
I got way
cigars inside.
more than that in cigars in there though.
I was gonna say, plus the cigars inside.
Yeah.
I'm not storing my coffee like you know.
Right. So if you really think about it, it's actually not that bad. Yeah. And
No.
initial cost, if you think about it, $850 for a coffee machine, are you insane? Right. But if you think about it, how long you gotta use it? If you know every day is $1, it's actually not that bad. Right?
No,
It's actually-
because there's a lot of machines that cost way more than $850. So
yeah, like I said, my Oracle is $3,000, and
yeah.
I bought it without batting an eye. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get the best coffee I can get when I'm out, you know, out in different country alone. I'm not gonna, you know, go out there and find a coffee. I'm gonna drink the best coffee I can get for the day because I need to bitch at people. I need to be awake. So
It's like buying one of those KitchenAids or one of those blenders or whatever that cooks your food and everything.
I
when
really
it
don't like
mixes
the
it.
KitchenAid brand. Like it's just other than stainless steel, I don't think its quality is that good. To be really honest with you. But yeah,
Well, they do make some really good quality stuff, but you pay for it. I mean, it's you
I
have to
bought
get up into the more
majority of
expensive
my appliances are from
devices.
Bevel.
Yeah.
Majority of my appliances are from Bevel because they last forever. All my machine that's from Bevel lasts 10 plus years. So it's just personal preference. Just an option. I hope that you guys get to see it, so you guys know that's an option in the future. And I'm also here to answer any questions if you guys ever get that machine, ever get a machine, any espresso machine. They're all pretty much the same. All right. It's just like what you're watching for. There's certain numbers that you have to remember. Like I say, 18, 19 gram for double shot. Half that for a single shot. Extraction time, usually around 30 seconds. 30 seconds is the sweet spot. It's gotta have that's perfect. So next time you want to do the same, you just want to make sure that extraction time is about 30 seconds. If it lasts longer, then you put too much coffee grounds in there. If it lasts less, you put too little coffee grounds in there. Right? It's just an option, right? But
How far is your cigar down now, Tony? You're almost finished with your cigar.
Yeah.
I'm not even close.
At this point, I would say this is a solid $20 cigar because how long it lasts and everything. But when you gotta spend $36 on this, don't buy a single one. Buy the box because you're paying for the box anyway. If you don't factor in the box, $36 for this particular cigar is quite expensive.
What cigar is that?
This is the Ear of the Ox.
Oh.
So.
Ear the Ox. It's a 6x60 though, and it's like, what?
It's much more mellow than Ear of the Pig for sure. It's a medium to medium plus at most. Very smooth, creamy, more cedary. If anything, this tastes a little bit like the Oro Blanco.
It
doesn't have the pungentness of the Oro Blanco.
How does it compare to that Germany edition, Davidoff?
They're not even near each other in terms of taste. The German edition one is much more stronger, much more pungent, much more flavorful. This is more creamy, cedary, a very, very, very tiny amount of pepper. And it's got that earthiness, the mineral, similar to a Yamasa.
Which one would you buy if you were going to buy them to smoke and not to have the box?
I'll buy the German edition one. I'll buy that German edition one because that one you're not paying for the box and for the money, for the size, for the flavor. You're getting a little bit more on that German edition one than this one. This one again is a collector item. It's really not like holy shit. Every single penny that you put in here is for the cigar. Right? When you buy the German edition, every single penny you put is in that cigar. You're not really getting the box. The box is no design or anything like that. It's just a wooden box. This one, you're paying for the lacquered box and all that stuff, decoration.
Of course.
The thought that is, the band for, all that stuff.
I know, but I was talking about the German edition Davidoff is like about 26 euros over here, and here the ox is 36. So it's 10 euros difference that you're paying for the box. So if you take away the cost of the box,
yeah, then you're around the same price.
That are about the same, and that's why I asked, which one would you rather smoke?
Well, if this cigar was unbended, and the German edition was unbended, they cost the same thing. I will buy the German edition one.
Yeah, that's what I asked.
Yeah, so that clears it out. In terms of flavor, I think the German edition one has a more stronger flavor for what you're getting out of this. This one has a more mellow, smooth flavor. Like I say, it's got a little bit more mineral. It's got a little bit pepper. It's not a lot of pepper at all. You can taste it. You can taste that flavor of the pepper, but it's not like killing you unless you're smelling right on the wrapper. But other than that, nothing to be too surprised about. Nothing go like, oh my god, this thing's so different. It's not. It's not. It's very mellow cigar. Like I say, it's about medium. Like the ear of the pig is full body, and that really gets you. You're like, oh, that's what I'm paying for. But this one, you're paying $3 less. Ear of the pig is about 39, right? And this one's 36. So $3 less, but I think ear of the pig has that $3 more of flavor than this one. So yeah, let that sink in a little bit. How much money you're spending. Like I said, this is for collection. It's important for the cigar to taste particularly different for this thing, to buy this thing. Probably not. You're buying just because you bought the previous few, and you want to collect the entire set, right? Eventually have one of everything. But other than that, I don't see a reason for you to rush out there to get this tomorrow to try it. No.
I don't either. That's why I didn't buy it. But I didn't have to wait till you tasted it. I'm like, yeah.
It's all preference.
I would probably buy the year of the rat before I would buy the year of the ox. Just because it's a size that I'd rather smoke.
Year of the rat actually is stronger than this one too. Year of the rat is stronger than this one. So this one is probably the most mellow out of dog, pig, rat. Even for rooster, I think rooster has more flavor than this one.
I mean, for the length of time that you're going to smoke it, you probably get more value out of the year of the ox than you do out of the year of the rat. Because you're going to smoke it, you're going to have a shorter smoke. But if it's not a size that you enjoy smoking.
But I think I will enjoy it more if it's a Robusto size. I can enjoy it quickly, rather than 2 hours into a cigar kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So in the end, if you ask me, is this particular cigar worth the 36? Probably not. Probably not. I can see the reason behind it, but if I just gotta go out and buy one, I had to think twice.
I mean, this inch is pretty good from taste and everything. I really enjoy the taste of it, but the one example that I got here has got some really thick stems, I think, in it, and they're full of tar. I keep drawing all these tar balls.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, when you have like a tight draw and a stand, they gotta ruin the experience by a lot,
well,
not a little bit.
This is not even a tight draw. That's the weird thing. It's not a tight draw, but all these little tar bubbles pop up, and you can see that there's
but
just
when you're
really
burning a thick stem, you gotta get all the stuff that you don't want to smoke. Right, the stem itself is not like the leaf. You're burning through a lot more.
So I think it's just a cigar. This particular cigar just has a couple of stems too big in it.
And I think when you have
Is Michael going to send you another one, man?
No, I didn't get this from Michael. I actually got this. This was part of one of the 5-pack that I won from Evan.
Well, it probably came from Michael.
Well, might have. I don't know.
Where's
Probably
Michael?
didn't know.
He just dropped off. I don't even know where he go.
He said he had a
Evan,
phone.
since
You had a
Evan
what?
sent me this before Michael started selling them, I'm sure this one didn't come from Michael.
Phone call. Here's a
Oh,
phone
he had a
call.
phone call? Okay, he had a phone call. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure this one didn't come from Michael because he didn't have the inch from the time I got these.
Probably. Yeah, when you have more stem in it, you tend to smoke the cigar a lot harder. It's gonna burn through that stem. It takes a little bit more. So.
Well, like I said, I think this one was just because it had the top pack stem, and I'm not even drawing on it really hard, but it's just these little bubbles popping up. I had to already cut it like 4 times to get through the tar ball.
So Travis, how you enjoying your cigar?
Good thing I got a cutter that'll cut like a millimeter off the thing.
So
No, that
Travis,
doesn't make
how
a
you
big
enjoying your
difference.
cigar? So Travis, are we going with the smoking shifu kind of thing? Is that official?
Good to me.
That does make a big difference on a 60 ring gauge cigar if you can cut it straight and cut a little bit off.
No
Because
problem, Quick.
That's
Did
a
you
lot of
order
cigar
something?
to cut through.
Nolo, did you order? Quick, did you order from Nolo? It's actually not bad. It's like 5 cigar for 40 shipped, so that includes shipping. That's actually not that bad. So.
Plus, if you got one of these sidecars, you can have one of these really cool cases. So.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You're the only one that have it. So.
I said you can have one.
You can use that in any other color that's round, so it doesn't have to be Zyka. Right?
Well, no, because this one's actually cut to fit the sidecar, and
or the SSL cutter.
If I try to put the nukes, the one from SSL in here, it would rattle around.
That's okay. Put some felt tape in
I gotta make
inside.
it smaller. I actually gotta make it smaller for the other one, which I will, but.
I don't know. So, I guess announcement, right? Between December 1st all the way to December 30th, I'm running random giveaways as well, right? Just you guys saw the 3 winners for the giveaways. That's the previous few things. I'm running random giveaway from between December 1st and December 30th. And what happens? I'm not even gonna tell you guys what it's for. It's all part of participation, and basically, I will just choose one of each category to win something. Okay, so I'm not gonna tell you what it is for. It could be posting, it could be participation, it could be on the show, it could be posting in the webpage. Every week I'll have a different one, and then I'll choose a winner. So you guys will see random winner for some stuff.
Tony, your package is halfway between leaving Germany and getting to the United States.
Yay! I know it takes a long time. I have packages from Japan that was sent out weeks ago, and it's still not being tracked. It cannot be.
I checked it this morning, and it's in the DHL system as being already packaged and shipped to the destination, but it's not in the USPS system yet because it hasn't gotten there to them yet.
The thing about DHL, what I hate, is that they reuse their tracking number. A lot of time, I put in a tracking number for DHL, and I'll find someone else's package going somewhere else.
Well, this was your package, but like I said, it shows that it's actually, it says it's already been sent to the US, but it's not in the USPS system yet. It's in the system for them. It's waiting on info.
What I'm really looking forward to is to find out what grand prize that Yasser came out with.
He hasn't told you yet?
No.
He hasn't.
He'll probably tell me the week of, and then we're like, "Wow, shit."
It'll be awesome, whatever it is.
But so because of certain reason, the ashtray that we are going to put on the raffle will be the gray one. So this particular one will be up for raffle. Okay.
Oh, that is awesome.
So
That is so awesome.
this one will be for the raffle. This is the prototype of how it looked like to have a.
You were so gonna hate having to send that to Germany.
You know, if I had to send this to Germany, I'd probably keep this here until you guys arrive to New York. I just bring it to New York for you guys.
No, I don't think so.
You know, this thing is heavy. This thing is heavy. How like here? Let's see how much this weighs.
I don't think you'll wait that long.
This thing is 1 pound, 12 ounce, 1 pound, 13 ounce. 1 pound, 13 ounce. This thing is heavy. So yeah, this will be the raffle prize.
That's not going to make a difference how much it weighs in shipping. If
Oh,
you
it
go
will
buy a
make a
flat
huge
rate box anyway.
It'll make a huge difference. But yeah, this.
You're
This
going to
is
make a
good.
flat rate box, and the weight's not going to make a difference.
But I can't even send flat rate boxes without APO.
Sure, you can send a flat rate box without APO.
Or the international flat rate, those are like cost 2 arm and maybe 2 livers. You know, that thing costs a lot of money to send out.
Yeah, that's why I say you're going to hate that.
Yeah, I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting for you to come collect this one if you do win this one. Anyways, yeah, this is the one, the ashtray that we'll be putting in the raffle. Raffle.
Yeah, but you've already got so much other shit to send to me, so.
So much other shit. What else do I have other than cutter? What else?
Cutter, stickers.
Not a lot.
Cigars.
Do I have cigars for you?
Probably.
Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. I don't think there is any lying around cigar for you yet. But I do have something for Jeff. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. You know. Oh man, this cigar is tough to smoke through. Tough. It's so tough. I'm drinking some sugar. It's tough. This is why I don't like the large cigar, because you gotta take 2 hours just to go through it.
When's the deadline for buying raffle tickets? The deadline?
It's gotta be from the 1st to the 19th. 19 by noon. Okay. 1st of December all the way through 19 by noon.
Oh, that's good because I get paid on the 15th.
Right. So we will just do that. Yeah. Usually, and before that we have even a day of. Like 19 is the show, though we do open the raffle. So by noontime, I'll have all the raffle ticket made. I don't want to do it during the show because that would be too much work. So we'll just do that. But yeah.
See, all my raffle money for this month kind of went away. With shipping shit to you.
Oh, the show's gonna be on the 19th.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be watching from out of town.
Out of town? Where are you going?
I'm going to South Carolina.
Are you visiting Bob the Cigar Guy?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, really.
You can go to him and watch it together.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
All right.
You're gonna be too busy wiring, Travis.
He said, I will need a generator for this the Drink Studio 2.0.
That's right.
Welcome back, Michael. Now he had to figure out how to unmute himself.
Somebody probably complained about his shipment not getting there yet.
Yeah, Albert. He probably would be the one.
Well, you gotta know. Last week there's also holidays too, right? There's Thanksgiving and all that stuff. So
No, Albert literally he ordered his like not that long after my mailman showed up.
it's come to an expectation for a little guy cigar shop to send same date shipment.
General, like
I got my stuff yesterday.
Yeah.
They expect it for it already to be packaged before they order it.
If I'm clairvoyant enough, yes.
Michael, I need to talk to you about giving out some swag for any purchase of cigars later on for all the Legion members, because I'll have some swag that's sitting there, right? So,
Yeah.
you know, Christmas is the season of giving. So if they order anything, toss something in there, I guess. A few items.
Cool. I gotta work something out with Martine for his December sampler. Because one of the things he wants in there, I don't have, and it's on back order. So, yeah.
Let me guess. Short stack Habana.
Maduro.
Oh, that's right. The Maduro. Yeah, he smokes that one all the time.
You
Yeah,
never
so
know, because you might just get it tomorrow.
No, because I haven't been billed for it or anything. I have something that I don't even have stocked that I might be able to put in there for him as like a test run for people that want to buy the sampler.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And and like I'm gonna say right now, the 601 Black, I may not even get any of that.
Why?
Because I don't know if it's Brandon told me, he said it might be sold out. I don't know.
That's a new production, is it not?
Yeah, it's supposed to be launched January. There's some places already have it, but yeah.
Because it replaced the old 601 white label cadet.
No. This is they released this before. It's going to be something they said they're going to do every January.
Oh, okay.
So it's not gonna be a regular production.
No.
Man, I hate when companies do that.
Oh no.
Especially
so-
601.
I told him I was like, because I sent him my thing. I was like, well, I want X amount of this and X amount of the wick and X like the other stuff. And he's like, all right, it might be sold out already. What the fuck, dude? Come on.
So we should give Brendan a little bit hard time on that one. He should saved us some.
It's not his fault. It'd be my fault for not doing it quick enough. But
like I said, he should have saved you some on the side.
I don't know.
You know, and it's time to call it Brendan. I thought we were friends. What happened?
Yeah, because I'm gonna put together it like Travis, like you were saying. I'm gonna put together a 601 sampler, so it'll have like all the 601s that I have.
Yeah, because you could have put it made a 5-pack and doubled up, had the Habano, the Maduro, the Oscuro, and then doubled up on the black.
Well, it'll have let's see, this will have the green, the red, the blue. It'll have the wick and the Habano and the Maduro, and I might throw something else in it as a freebie. Maybe we'll see.
And I also found a glitch on your website too. I'll tell you later. I don't want to tell you on YouTube because people will use that glitch.
Evan found something too that happened, so I had to fix that earlier. Is it? Was it? It's. Oh, I think it's something with the swag thing. I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah, because somebody else had that same deal. I was like, son of a bitch. But I had to send it to him. So. Yeah.
Well, you had to send it to who?
The person that figured it out.
Really? Is he a member?
Yes.
Damn it. Well, yeah, if it's a member, that's okay.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a big deal. That's okay. That stuff's almost gone anyways.
That stuff is almost gone.
Oh, my swag stuff on that is almost gone.
Which one was it?
EP Carrillo stuff.
Oh. Okay.
The EP Carrillo swag stuff's almost gone. I only had X
Yeah,
amount of, like,
I know, because I think I got one of every single EP Carrillo swag. I believe the cutter, the lighter, the cutter.
Yeah. And then Joseph ordered a box of inch, so I made sure he got an inch cutter. Being a nice guy.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah.
Is the inch color big enough to cut an inch though?
Yes.
Oh.
It's right at it.
Yeah, it's enough to sit on the cap and take the top of the cap off.
Yep.
Yeah, because that's the first thing I did. I opened it up, mine was an inch cutter. I said, I wonder if this will actually cut the inch.
Right?
And then they got that big old Vertigo one or whatever that thing is. You can cut like a freaking 80 with that thing.
You know, that Vertigo one like that is the first cigar cutter I ever had. It was unbranded. I still have it. That thing still cuts like freaking butter. That's actually a really good cutter.
Oh yeah, I've got like 2 of them that I've had for
Yeah,
forever.
that's a thing. It's not like a, some of them make those cheap perfect cutters. That's actually a legit. That's like a $15-$20 cutter.
I've got a Vertigo cutter here that cuts like shit. So
Oh my god. You know why?
I've got a serrated vertigo cutter it will take your freaking finger off if you ain't careful.
I got a serrated one that'll fucking just pill shit.
Let's be very fair here, okay?
God, shut up, Matt.
2 people can buy the same Civic. One people is gonna say the Civic drives like shit, and the other one is gonna say my Civic drives like Fast and Furious.
It's because they're with Fast and Furious kids, so they don't know what a real car's supposed to drive like. So that's why they think a Civic drives good. Like,
That's what I'm saying, but doesn't mean it doesn't drive well. It's just personal preference.
if I've got a cheap cutter that just cuts really smooth and doesn't rip the cap off, then I would say that's a really good cutter. But I don't have one yet.
But I spent
have a cheap
$100
one
on a
yet.
Zycar cutter.
And also, since a lot of people are asking, okay, about the SSL cutter, I talked to Michael about it. He's gonna check it next week. He can't check it over the weekend, so he's gonna check into it next week.
Yeah, Monday.
I'm trying to
We'll
talk
try to
Brittany
find
into
out.
letting me have an espresso machine, Tony.
No.
I'm trying to talk myself into let me have an espresso machine.
Brittany, Travis said that if he gets you buy a espresso machine, he's gonna buy you a box of La Medaglia just for you.
I can do that.
I can do that. I can do it by my own box. I can do it by my own box.
I mean,
Just
I ordered
imagine
like
how
2
beautiful the
SSL
picture is
cutters,
gonna look like with a cigar right on the machine.
Tony has a real good point.
No.
It'll be very impressive.
Right?
You know what would look better is a really, really nice shiny Sereno box with that espresso machine instead.
You know where that Sereno box would look really, really pretty? On top of my new tree box in front of my Christmas tree.
The
There you
white
go.
one would actually look killer in front of the Christmas
I
tree.
mean, it really is the perfect setup.
I never had the cigar, but I mean, it's a Connecticut. How how do you mess that up?
It's got flavor to it.
So, I'm just
That's what I
saying.
like to hear.
I can tell you that that new espresso machine is going to look good in front of Travis's Christmas tree. I'm sure.
Oh, it will. It will. Travis will have a big smile at the end of the day.
My wife
Travis
would.
will be very upset if I go with the espresso machine over what I'm really getting for Christmas.
Oh shit! Nice.
I tell
Do
everybody.
you
to
know
give me
how much
nothing.
espresso machine costs? First of all,
Yes.
how much?
Couple hundred.
You better get on
Oh,
up there.
no, not even close.
You better get on up there. It's
Quadruple
right
that.
under 1,000.
It's not 100. But you'll be very, very upset if I opt for that over your other.
She's getting me lessons on how to use a computer.
That won't help.
She got you a lifetime contract for the Rosetta Stones for you to learn some other languages.
I'd have the geek squad pulling their hair out.
I actually literally got a text message that's like Rosetta Stone is offering lifetime license for like 24 languages. Like, really?
How long would it take
The
to learn
schools-
24
The
languages?
schools out here actually use Rosetta Stone with the kids. They start learning Spanish actually in 2nd grade now through Rosetta
See
Stone.
me, I just use Golden Harvest.
Oh my gosh.
Let's be honest here. Like, how often would you use Spanish? How often would you use Chinese?
I would probably never. I would love if I did have the opportunity to use Chinese, but Spanish I would probably actually use a lot. I would figure
Yeah,
out what
here-
kind of trash is talked about me on the job.
Out here, you actually use it a lot.
Oh yeah.
The only few Spanish word I use is like hola, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien,
Oh no,
así,
no, no.
así.
Down here,
No, let
like
me
if
finish
I were,
the list.
if I knew Spanish, if I was actually dual language certified, as a teacher, I would get paid a lot more to have that.
But I'm talking about
Second
in my,
language.
listen to in my perspective, okay? And then after all those, all I have is amigo and andale.
See, I tell people when I meet them, El Wednesday Gringo. That's what I introduce myself as.
He's not joking by any means.
You know,
He's dead serious.
you know how much money you can save in Chinese food if you can speak Chinese? You'll get double the portion if you go speak Chinese to the Chinese people.
Damn.
Yeah, see? Could have feed 2 people, now you can feed 4 people.
That's what I'm talking about. I would just tell him I am now the smoking Shifu.
Oh my
So-
Lord.
And
See,
look it
it's-
this way, okay, Travis, you know how much more customer you'll have if you put on your advertisement, you install, generator and you say speak Chinese?
Generate the generator Shifu.
Yeah, Duolingo Chinese, and all the Chinese people is like, I'm just gonna find this guy installing the thing. I'm not gonna trust
Yeah.
anybody not speaking English.
Dude, Duolingo is like a really great app.
Yes.
Generator Fu.
Oh my gosh, would you stop? You sound like a fool.
Jin Fu. That's what I teach is Jin Fu.
Chinese is very useful. There's Chinese everywhere. There's not Spanish everywhere, but there's Chinese everywhere.
Well, if you come here, there's Spanish
I was gonna say, if you come down here, there's Spanish everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Let me change that.
And like,
Let me change
when
that
I say
statement.
There's Spanish everywhere. We have so many parents in the school system. We have so many parents that we can't even communicate with because they don't speak English.
Let me
Yep.
rephrase that then. Let me rephrase that. There's not big money spending Spanish out there, but there's plenty of big money spending.
Oh no,
Chinese
yeah,
people out
no. There's no money spending Spanish out here.
Yeah, but yeah, when it comes to generator, Chinese people will spend that money.
I mean, I'm not trying to sound like a racist or anything, but most of your Spanish people are at Home Depot.
They do their own. Yeah.
Well,
they do
no,
their
they
own.
sit in the parking lot for you to hire. I mean,
No,
they
he's
do.
being
I'm
serious.
serious.
He's being serious.
Well, over here you got a lot of people speaking German. And so.
Well, no shit. You drive in front of Home Depot. I need 2 electricians and 1 carpenter. Jump in the
Yeah.
back seat. Go.
And they're in there Googling how to do electrical work on the way to the job.
Yeah, right. Like, in fact, this morning, I went to my mother-in-law just to install a new light for her.
Yeah.
It's funny because
Doing the mannequin challenge.
you know what's really funny is in the end, she realized that she didn't turn off the power. And I already told her ahead of time. I was like, so long I don't touch the white wire, and I'm wearing a plastic slipper, I'm gonna be fine. And I was wearing a slipper. She's like, no, you gotta get electrocuted. Let me turn off the power. She turned off every other power but that light.
Touch the hot wire, just jump.
Like, in the end, she didn't turn off the power that I'm working on, but she turned off everything else. So I'm like working with the power on.
Yeah, when you're twisting the hot wire, just jump, make 1 twist, jump, twist it again, jump, twist it again.
No, I have rubber slippers that I'm wearing, so I knew that I'm not gonna be grounded, so I'm gonna be okay. So
It only
Yeah.
hurts for a second. Don't worry about it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But then again, I'm on a ladder, so if I fall down, I'll be fine. It's that
It's
you
like
cannot pull
instant
away from it.
tetanus.
The thing about electricity is that you can't pull away from it, and that's the most dangerous part. If you
No. AC current you can't pull away from. DC current will throw you away.
you'll
Yeah,
pop.
AC current. The problem is with your muscles. Like if you touch a hot wire, like when we bump something, we bump it with the back of our hand. That way, our muscles contract this way. But if you touch it like this and they contract, they say it holds on to you. What it is you actually hold on to
Yeah,
it.
because you
It
your arm just
contracts your
tighten up.
muscle.
But here's the thing, though. Like, how many houses use DC current for
None.
light fixtures?
0.
Yeah, exactly. So we all
that
use
has to be
AC
a
current.
huge electrical service on the house to do that.
They did say that DC current is more efficient than
It
AC
is.
current, and just that for safety reason we use AC. So.
Yeah,
That's-
and it's
that's-
better at higher voltages too.
Yeah.
That's why computers are all DC.
But you don't really get electrocuted over electric part on computers, so long as you don't touch that power supply.
Just open the power supply and just touch a couple of those rails.
Oh yeah,
Be okay.
You're
yeah.
more. That's
If
why
you got your
not-
pinky on the ground, it'll just go through your hand.
Well, just
instead
because-
of eating up
oh,
your
hey,
arm.
hey,
I
hey.
figured out why Travis is a computer person. He's more Marvel than DC.
Let me put this
That
out
was
there,
a
okay?
Dad joke.
Because we're talking about this, kids, do not try this at home. Do not go try to touch the DC current of
I got
anything.
it.
I need to put this out there just in case. It's oh yeah, in Shadow Smoke's Legion they talk about touch DC current. Do not do that, okay? Do not do that.
So
Oh my
don't
God.
so don't open up your power supply for your computer?
No,
Touch the rail?
Yeah.
not a good deal.
Don't.
That's not
Just
a good deal?
grab a capacitor. I mean, it's good for you.
Yeah.
Hey, if you grab a capacitor, the capacitor is supposed to store power. So long as it's an empty capacitor, you're okay. But
There's
if you
gonna be a-
touch one, if you touch one after you turn on the power, then yeah, you got.
Well, the good thing is, in my field of work, all the capacitors in this day and time have internal discharges where they put resistors where once the power's moved, they discharge through the two poles. So, 20 years ago, that would eat your lunch. Now, everything's foolproof.
Oh,
Now
you
the power
remember-
supply. Now the power
You
supply.
guys remember the people that used to be reaching inside of tube televisions and grabbing?
My great grandfather, that's what he did for a living. Was he fixed TVs?
Yeah, especially on TV. Especially on TV, if you open up the TV, don't touch the power board. It still have stored power in there.
10,000 volts, yeah. So.
No,
It only hurts for a minute.
No, it's not gonna be 10,000 volt. You don't have a Pikachu right in your house, but it's gotta be quite a bit.
Yeah, because if you turn off that TV, that red light's still going to glow for a minute.
Yeah.
I did that with a.
Yeah, but the old tube televisions did store like 10,000 volts in the freaking tubes. Yeah.
I did that with a Mallory supercoil for a race car one time when I was testing a distributor, and I got 100,000 volts right through me.
Did you get a star?
Yeah, don't ever mess around with old school Tesla coils.
That shit hurt. It hurt like it hurt.
I'm
And you
surprised
haven't
you
been
didn't get a
the
nerve
same since
damage.
then, right?
A lot of time you'll get nerve damage.
Yeah, well, I didn't realize I was grounded because I had a screwdriver in my hand and I had it sitting on the bench and I wasn't paying attention, and I spun the I spun the gear on the distributor, and it arced out and it fucking went right through me.
I think that's why my hands hurt a lot of the time. Some mornings I can't close my
that's
hands.
not a fun thing. That's not a fun thing to have.
And this is why they have saying this: if it's gonna be a thundery night, don't stand near a tree because the tree roots will ground you even if you're distant from the tree.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that tree is definitely grounded. Absolutely.
The roots are like where you see the tree. The roots are like all the way out, like feet away. So even if you stand like from a distance where you can see the tree, the root might be under you. You can still get electrocuted.
And even if a large bolt of lightning hits a football field away from you and you're standing on the same ground, that will hurt you.
Yeah,
you'll feel it.
The static discharge will hurt. Like it'll hurt bad.
So yeah, the electricity is not to be messed with. I mean, it's good that we use AC because there's a voltage jumping in a current in a speed that actually gaps out. But if direct current, you gotta get it whole time. The whole time you gotta feel it.
So my little Twingo, it's got like the distributor is encased in epoxy, just like a sealed unit. But I had one of these distributors, and the case kind of the little epoxy case had kind of like cracked.
Fucking arced out.
Actually, it kept arcing out, and I didn't realize that at the time.
Dude, DIS is really, really dangerous. Freaking distributorless ignition system. DIS is fucking dangerous.
Yeah, and I was like trying to check out why the motor's not running right and shit. And that fucking
Quick is talking about flux capacitor. Flux capacitor will send you back to the future. I guarantee you. I guarantee
but that's
you
only
if you touch.
have plutonium.
Yeah, but if you build one, any sort of flux capacitor will send you back to the future. I guarantee it.
No, I needed something with a little more kick. Plutonium.
Yeah.
I know that thing burnt the diode on one of the spark plugs completely down to nothing.
121 gigawatts.
Which tells you, if you gotta work on electricity and you're not really sure about how to ground yourself, hire somebody, please. Please. I've seen too many dumb people decide to touch things and they're not properly, geared, and just decide to touch something that they think there's no power.
Yeah, you're telling me. You know how many times I've seen that? Oh man.
How many times have you done it to yourself?
Oh, who, me?
Yeah.
Son, I cannot count how many times I've been shocked over the past 20 years. It is unbelievable.
It's very dangerous. It's very dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Especially like we say, you cannot let go, then that's the problem. Like, when you're on the ground, you can't let go. That's
Well, over here they got it's 220 volts. You know, not 110. It's 220. And
Yeah.
I've been shocked a few times, and you can deal with it, just short shock, you know, with that. But
You don't realize it happened till it's over. You're like, ugh.
You heard, knocked the wind out of you. Yeah.
Yep, that was fun.
And you always look stupid. I was in a hotel working, they're watching me, and I'm hooking up something. I got shocked, and I'm like, ugh, boom, and I hit my head inside of a cabinet. Like, did you just get electrocuted? I'm like, no, I got shocked. I didn't get electrocuted. That's when you die.
And you still got idiots that like be, you know, working on the, you know, hooking up their lights and shit without turning the circuit breaker off first.
I've worked on power lines hot one time in my life, and that was probably the most nerve-wracking experience I've ever been through. And I did it, I don't even want to say this, I did it with an untested stick, and I did it with dishwashing gloves and leather gloves inside of each other.
And a lot of people don't know when you working on a
And he
a
wonders
power
why
line
I
out there.
fucked with him.
The power line out there, even if it's like, you know, there's a like a plastic layer outside, if you grab the two wires together, you will still get electrocuted.
Oh, no, and that will kill you dead as a hammer.
A lot of dumb people decide to, you know, just like, hey, you know, electric thing is so long inside, you know, it's already have like a layer of something on there. I can grab it. And then they touch the bottom wire, and they, you know, they still get like.
You can only grab it if it has a 50,000 volt coating on it, and I can tell you, it's very rarely a power company runs primary lines with a 50,000 volt coating on it because it is so expensive they cannot afford to buy it in quantity.
Yeah, don't work on your outside line by yourself because even if it's coated, you can still get electrocuted. So long as you touch the two wires together. Like, I'm not even saying the wire touch wire. If the wire touch you, you're done. If wire touch wire, you gotta get a nice big spark, and then your whole block has no power.
Yeah, boom, and then that fuse blows at the transformer. Yeah. Been there, done that, and that is not a fun thing.
It's not a pretty thing to do. It's not a pretty thing to do. Electricity is dangerous for sure.
They're like, you know, you're not supposed to do that, and I'm like, what? Says who? You cut the steel.
Well, I guess there's not gonna be one person that can tell you how it feels like, because then none of them will live to tell you. But you know, there's plenty of things you can see when somebody touched both of the wires.
I know a guy that worked for the power company, and he was trying to drive a drive pin in a pole to mount a light. He was trying to hold it, but he took off his glove and he was holding it next to the ground wire. And when he went back with his hammer, he hit the primary, and it literally melted all the skin off of his hands. It looked like a rubber glove out of a fire. It took him. He was in the hospital for a long time. He's very lucky it didn't kill him. Yeah. Because he was in an insulated bucket truck. It's the only reason he didn't die.
Wow.
Not an easy job. Electricity is a tough job. Any electricians and stuff like that, you know, yeah, it's expensive, but there's a reason why it's expensive, right? Yeah, they charge you like $100 to $200 an hour, but trust me, that 200. When you get shocked one time, you're like, that $200 not worth it.
Right.
Because your hospital bill is gonna cost more than that. And that's if you didn't get any nerve damage, any brain damage. You know, that electricity doesn't care who you are.
You're saying it's not fun when your arm goes numb and shit?
Well, that's if you only got a numb, right? Like some people got electrocuted one time, and then their arm will forever have those phantom pain that just comes back, and they will never go away. It's not worth it.
Yep.
No.
All right, 11:24. Time for after show. We'll get off the YouTube now. Anybody who needs a code, you know where to find me or any of these people over here. So have a great night, everybody on YouTube. And